Hi, Julian. We've not met before, and your video is not up, but welcome. I'm Theresa. So we'll get started. Okay, so let's begin seated. So just find a comfortable seat, legs loosely crossed. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. And your eyes can be closed, or you can gaze, have a soft gaze a few feet in front of you on the floor. Let's just take a moment to arrive. So in your own time, take 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of your day. Feeling yourself in the space that you're in. Feeling yourself on the ground, feeling the weight of your body rooted into the ground, feeling the support of the earth rising up to meet you. And just allowing yourself to drop into your being, feeling body. So dropping out of the thinking, doing mind and into your feeling, being body. Just taking a moment to check in with the body. Noticing any sensations that are present. Noticing what you are aware of. Noticing the breath in the body. And placing your hands over your heart space, connecting with your heart. And we've just entered summer, so happy summer solstice as of yesterday. And the organs related to summer are the heart and the small intestine. Circulation and digestion and passion, compassion. And the meridians that are associated with the heart and the small intestine run up and down the inner line and the outer line of the arms. So we'll be doing a bit of arm stretching and wrist stretching, amongst other things. So just dropping into the heart and imagining how you'd like to feel by the end of class. At peace, relaxed, open, balanced. And then putting that into some language in the present tense, as if it's already happening. I am balanced. And just silently repeating that affirmation, intention, silently to yourself. releasing the hands back down to your legs. Blink your eyes open and we'll move into our first shape. So we'll start in tadpole, just another name for extended child's pose. So clear your mat if there's anything on it. Have your bolster close by. Have your knees as wide as your mat and hips glued to your heels. Start to walk the hands forward. Stretch through the spine, feel the shoulders flexing, and then release your forehead to the floor, landing on the top of your forehead so that the back of your neck doesn't sink. And then feel yourself softening into the posture. Notice where you can let go and relax. Feel the low belly moving with your breath, feeling it expand and contract as you breathe slowly and deeply. Relaxing your face, your jaw, feeling the pull along the inner line or the inside of the arm. And notice wherever you're feeling a pull, a lengthening in the body. Breathing into these spaces. Take one more deep breath. Start to walk the hands back in towards you. And if you've got a wooden floor, I would suggest opening up your blanket so it's nice and wide. It goes wider than your mat, and fold it in half and then fold it in half again, and place your knees on top. So we'll move the bolster to the middle of the mat and have your knees nice and wide, and then lift your hips up off the heels. And your hips are just slightly behind the knees nice and wide, and then come down and rest on the bolster. So feeling a deeper groin stretch in frog. So from tadpole to frog, deepening the stretch in the inner line of the legs. Making sure your knees feel supported, protected. Relaxing your upper body down into the bolster. It's there to support your weight. So really surrender your weight into your prop, into the floor. Relaxing your shoulders, keeping the elbows wide so that there can be a broadening across the upper back. Letting the belly float down towards the floor on the inhalations and then back up towards the spine on the exhales. Just being, just feeling, noticing, holding. Allowing yourself to reconnect with your truest essence. Take 3 more breaths. And slowly start to move your hands under the heads of your shoulders. Press down into the earth, moving nice and slow. Look down towards your bolster. And carefully bring the knees in. And just have a seat on your heels. Take a couple of breaths here. Noticing how you're feeling. Okay. So let's come into melting heart. So just turn your bolster so that it's horizontal. And stack, so you can have your hands on the bolster to start. Stack your hips right over top of your knees and bring your elbows to the bolster. So just making sure your hips stay roughly over your knees. And then you may need to adjust the distance between you and your bolster. And then bring the forehead to the bolster. So make sure you can breathe. So just the forehead is on the bolster. And hands come to prayer above the head. And like the name suggests, just let your heart melt down towards your mat, slowly as the body opens up. Sending the sit bones up. Relax. Relaxing the spine down. Let it drape down towards your mat. And breathe in and out through the nose. Maybe allowing your exhale to be a little longer than your inhale. And we'll take 3 more breaths. Straighten your arms, place the hands on your bolster, and just press up slowly. And then we'll come down into Sphinx. So bring your hips to the floor and your rib cage is resting on the bolster. Bring your forearms to the floor in front of the bolster. And so this allows you to relax the arms and the shoulders. They don't need to work so hard to keep you propped up. Relaxing the legs, relaxing. I'm so sorry, everyone. My phone's on silent. I don't know why it's doing that. And you can let the chin drop into the chest to stretch the neck, the upper back. Just let the weight of your body sink down into the bolster. Noticing some gentle compression in your lumbar spine and maybe even mid-spine, the thoracic spine. And if you'd like to come a little deeper, you can separate the hands, press the elbows off the floor, and come into seal. Take 3 more breaths. And carefully, if you're in seal, just bring your chest back down to the bolster. Then bring the hands and very slowly, you can tuck your toes under, very slowly move through tabletop and into child's pose. So knees together this time. You can use your bolster to rest your head if you like. And we'll just find a little counter pose for the spine. Give your hips a little rock from side to side. And bring the hands under the heads of the shoulders, press into the floor and tuck the chin in, uncurl the spine one vertebra at a time. Place the hands on your legs and just pause here a moment. Okay, so let's find something to sit up on. You can use a cushion or a block. I'm going to fold this cushion in half, so I'm a little bit higher. And have your strap handy. So let's come into shoelace, and we'll start with the right leg on top. So bring the left heel into the right sitting bone and step the right leg over top and just walk the knees together as far as you can. If you need support underneath the knees or between the knees, go ahead and just sneak a cushion or a rolled up towel or blanket there. Make sure your hips are level. And place your strap over your right shoulder, sorry. And we'll reach the right arm up. So reach up towards the sky, bend at the elbow, and use your other hand to press the elbow back in space. Reach out with the left hand and then up the back. And so the strap's there so that each hand can catch the strap. If you're able to clasp your fingertips, you can just wiggle the fingers together. So moving the elbows both back in space and in towards the midline of the body. So keeping the heart lifted, but making sure the low ribs aren't popping up. So heart is lifting, but low ribs are moving down towards your frontal hip bones. And if shoelace isn't comfortable for you, you're welcome to take a different lower body position. You could sit cross-legged or sit up on a block, legs behind you. So we're working, stretching the arms, but adding some low body stretch at the same time. Breathing in and out through your nostrils. Soft face. Relax your legs. And release the arms. Give your arms a little shake. Whatever feels good, just add a little bit of movement. You can take your strap off. Just move it over to the left side. And we'll come into eagle arms. So reaching the arms out to the side. Right arm comes under the left arm. And you can come into full eagle arms with the palms together or with the backs of the hands together. Or you can just catch the shoulder blades. Wherever you are, have the elbows at shoulder height. Drop the elbows down away from the ears. And if you're in full eagle arms, you can move the hands just slightly away from the forehead and just notice that additional pull through the upper back, upper shoulders. Relax your legs. Notice if you're clenching, holding. Relax your jaw. Nice deep breaths. And you start to bring your elbows down in towards your belly button. Three more breaths. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the arms, give the arms a little shake. And press the hands together. Release the hands, release the legs. So lean into your left hand, release your right leg, and you can come up off your cushion and we'll stretch the wrists, but also add a little low body stretch as well. Okay, so the fingers are facing towards the hips, both of them behind you. And walk the hands as far away as you can. And then we'll place the right ankle just above the left knee. So we'll be here for 2 minutes, stretching the wrists, keeping the heart lifted. And it won't be too deep a stretch for the hips, but we're just adding a little bit of extra stretch whilst working the arms, the hands, the wrists. The closer you bring your left foot in, the more you will get a stretch through the right hip. And if you find your mind wandering, just gently encourage your awareness back to this moment, this body, this breath, each breath. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of pins and needles in the hands. We're here for 3 more breaths. And release the leg, release the hands slowly. Give your fingers a little wiggle. Give the wrists a little twirl. Open and close the hands. And then just bring the backs of the hands together. And just breathe here for a couple of breaths. Okay, let's do shoelace on the other side. So find your block or your cushion and just place that underneath you. Have a seat and left leg on top this time. So right heel comes into left sit bone, left foot steps over and just walk the left foot away, snuggling the knees together as best you can, using whatever support and props you need. Add another block if needed. And take your strap, place it over your left shoulder. And reach the left arm up, reach, reach, reach. Bend at the elbow. Right hand presses the left elbow back in space. And then right arm out to the side and then back up the back. So catching hold of the strap or catching hold of your fingertips. So chin is parallel to the floor. Heart is lifted, low ribs are dropping. And if you don't need the prop underneath your hips, you're welcome to take it out if you want more sensation and your hips can stay level without it. Eyes can be closed or soft gaze down in front of you and just focus, rest your attention on your breath, just gently, lightly. 3 more breaths. And release the strap, release your hands, your arms. You can take the strap off. And whatever your arms feel like doing, just add a little bit of movement to the arms. Okay, and we'll come into, actually just press the hands together a moment. So press. And eagle arms, so sweep the arms out to the side. This time the right arm comes under the left arm and coming into full eagle arms, half, or catching your shoulder blades. So wherever you are, protracting the shoulder blades, spreading them open, elbows in line with the shoulders, shoulders moving down away from the ears, hands moving away from the forehead. Breathing into your whole body, into all your cells, relaxing the belly, relaxing the legs and the hips, soft chest, soft face and neck. Take 2 more breaths. And release the arms and give them a little wiggle. And lean into the right hand, release the top leg, and we'll come into our wrist stretch again, but with the left leg up. So it's like sitting swan. 2 minutes. And this time, see if you can bring the wrists or the hands closer together. So walking the hands behind you, fingertips facing your hips, and walk the hands as far away as you can. Left ankle over just above the right knee. And again, you can move your right foot in to give your left hip a deeper stretch. Breathing into the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Relaxing the jaw. Breathing deeply. 3 more breaths. And release the leg, release the hands carefully, and just give them a little wiggle, a squeeze. Bring the backs of your hands together. Wiggle the hands a little bit. And let's come down onto, as long as you've done this long enough, whenever you feel ready, you can make your way down onto your back body and bring your bolster with you and place it on your right side. Maybe bring your pillow or your folded blanket to the top of your mat. Ease your way down onto your back. And just place the feet so that they are hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart. Place the hands on the belly. Take a breath here and just arrive on your back. And then press into the feet, lift the hips an inch, and just move the hips 4 or 5 inches over to the left. Lower the hips down, straighten the right leg, let the leg come down to the mat, pick up the left foot, and guide the left leg across the body and over to the bolster. So the bolster should catch the knee and the ankle. The arms are reaching out to the side in a T shape, or you can reach the left arm up alongside the head, alongside the ear. If you feel like you naturally just want to shift a little more onto the right hip, you can make that adjustment. And just let the body gradually soften. And just follow that journey into release and softness. And softening the chest, the shoulders, the arms, all the way down to the fingertips. Keep softening, keep surrendering. 3 more breaths. Very slowly begin to move the left leg back up to center. Bend both your knees, recenter the hips, and hug your knees in towards your chest. Circle the knees one way and the other way. Extend the heels to the sky and just give your feet a little shake. Point and flex the feet. Twirl the ankles one way and the other way. Release the feet to the floor. Give yourself a big stretch. Stretch out through the spine. Reset. And relax. And we'll do the other side. So bend your knees, move your bolster over to the left side. Press into the feet, lift the hips, slide the hips over to the right, lower them down, straighten your left leg, pick up your right foot, and guide the right leg over to the bolster. So the bolster catches the knee and the ankle, supporting your joints. Arms reach out into a T shape. Knee is in line with your hip. And maybe shift over onto the left hip a little bit more if you like. It just feels like you naturally want to do that. And then soften the low body, hips, legs, down to the toes. Let your belly float up and down with your breathing. Take 3 more long breaths. And on the next in-breath, start to move your right leg slowly back up to center. Bring your hips back. Hug the knees in. Circle the knees one way. Just ease out the low back. Circle the knees the other way. And we'll come into Shavasana. So slide your bolster underneath the backs of your thighs. Adjust your pillow so that it's supporting the back of your neck and your head. And all the little adjustments for Shavasana. So just pick up your hips and anchor your tailbone down towards the bolster. Reach the heels away from you, making some space in the hip joints, and then shoulders, moving one shoulder down and then the other shoulder. So moving the shoulders in towards the spine and down away from the ears. Arms are away from the body. Make sure you're not touching any props. And just give the entire weight of your body to the earth. Relax your muscles completely. Part your lips slightly. Relax the tongue away from the top palate. Letting your next in-breath be an awakening breath. Inviting more breath back into the body. Waking up slowly, gently. Bring some little movements into your fingers and toes. Gently rock the head from side to side. Circle the wrists and the ankles one way and then the other. And step onto your bolster, push it down out of the way. Reach the arms above the head, stretch out nice and long. And on your exhale, roll over onto your right side. Use your arm as a pillow. Coming back to the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. And maybe repeating that to yourself a few times silently. And then slowly pressing up, head comes up last. And finding a comfortable seat just as we started. Bringing your hands to prayer position at your heart space. Taking one more moment to notice how you feel overall. Body, heart, mind. Feeling that connection to your spirit. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. And see you next week.
Bye, Theresa.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Theresa.
You're welcome, Melinda. Sorry, I thought you were somebody else at the beginning.
I know. I think my son was fooling around with my controls, so I did not even recognize me because it was a different name. Sorry about that.
Okay.
We're like halfway through the class.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.